So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a quick overview of managing images in your web page. This right here happens to be my web design folder. I've got 4 pages in here. If I press the tab key, it'll load them up and it'll just show me some of what's basically on each of these. That's just hitting the tab key. I'm sorry, hitting the space bar, and that opens these up. All right, so from here, I want to show you I'm in the documents folder on tsutphin, users. So it's kind of a long roundabout way, but each one of these folders is significant. I'm going to talk about these in a second. So documents, scroll down to web design, and here I am here. I'm going to open up this one right here. I'm going to right click on it, open with, and to get this working inside of your text edit page, we have to wait for this to open up. Not sure why we're waiting so long. There we go. Text edit. All right, this is the simple page right here. All right, tsutphin. So this right here is a link, okay? And this is what shows up on the link. This is the image. Notice this image. This is really what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This happens to be what's called an SVG image, but it's https devfast.gdg-taipei.org. That is the domain. It's an HTTPS, which is a secure website. And then it is inside of images folder, logo folder, and then inside the logos is this specific file. Now I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to show you a different way of doing that. So this is what we call an absolute link. Okay? And I'm going to put this in here with a p tag. Hopefully you guys learned about the p tag. Okay, this is an example of an absolute link to an image. Okay, and then in this one, I'm going to give you guys this is an example of a relative link to an image. Now, the significance of this is that tsutphin.com is inside of this folder called Web Design. All right, and I'm going to link to I'm going to grab this. I'm going to drop that inside of my folder. So there's download 1.jpg. I guess I'll grab that one. All right, so I've added 2 folders or 2 images, 2 JPEGs to my folder. The significance of this is this. So when I want to create an image link, I'm going to go image source equals double quote, and if you look closely, I'm just going to use the name of the file now. Download.jpg within quotation marks. Okay, I can add the height, and width tags, end it like that. All right, now I'm going to save this file. Save, that updates my file. I'll zoom all the way out. I'm going to come over to my browser, select open, and go to Documents, Web Design, which was a recent file, and there's my tsutphin.com or tsutphin link, and open that up. So here we have the web page. This is an example of the absolute link, and this is what we call a relative link. All right, now I'm going to make some changes to this. Did you see how they ended up both on the same page or on the same line? All right, an easy way to do that, an easy way to fix that so that they're on different lines is to use the BR tag, which is a break tag. Some of you may be searching for something like that. And so I save it, come back over here, click on refresh, and now the images appear underneath. Okay, so that's how those are set up. The last thing I want to demonstrate to you is going back to the Finder. If I take my download.jpg, all right, and I create a new folder, I'm going to call this images, and I happen to move these two guys inside of here. All right, now when I'm looking at Sutphin right here, the sutphin.html file, it's looking for download.jpg in the same location, in the same exact file. Okay, now this is going to be an advanced idea, so guys, focus in on what I'm going to share with you right now. When I come back over here and I hit refresh, guess what happens? This one doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work because it's not in the same directory. See how I've got sutphin.html here? Okay, that sits inside of my web design folder, which sits inside of my documents folder. Okay, now sutphin.html is looking for this image and it cannot find it. Okay, so those of you guys that are interested in hacking, have your ears perk up a little bit. So I'm going to hack just by using the URL. What was the name of that folder that I created? Images with an S. All right, images. If I get rid of this and I hit return, I can peek inside of that folder and see what is inside of that folder. Okay? Some websites will prevent you from doing this. Okay, they'll have a file that says, you know, you're looking for something that can't be found, or it'll forward you to another page. So now if I wanted to see that download.jpg, okay, that's what shows up. Okay, that's what shows up. All right, so how do I fix that on my website now? How do I fix that inside of my directories? Because I've got Sutphin here and I've got my images in here. Well, the way that I do that, come back over here. And now that works. Let me explain what I just did there. So I just told this document, hey, go find something called images. Once you find images, look inside of that directory or folder called images and look for something called download.jpg. And in this case, it found it. Okay, so guys and gals, that's working with images using absolute links as well as relative links. All right, you need to be able to flip back and forth on this. My only last comment, some of you may need to get rid of the quotation marks because of the formatting that's going on. Okay, notice that my icons or my quotes are straight up and down. They're not slanted or anything like that. That's a difference. If you see yours that are slanted, you've got some formatting being applied to your page. Okay, there should be no formatting applied to the page there.